Hello, collective. How are you? My name is Elizabeth. Welcome to my channel, Embracing the Chaos. I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot going on. It seems to me like there's some kind of confrontation between a feminine energy and a masculine energy. It's picking that up real heavy. And the message or the song that kept playing through, I'm not gonna sing it, but better hurry up. I'm giving up on you. So somebody is like telepathically sending some kind of communication, like they've kind of like gotten to their wit's end. So if this sounds like you, or maybe something you've been dealing with, then this reading's for you, sweetheart. So you know the rules of tarot. Did I introduce myself as Elizabeth? Anyways, if I did, great. If I didn't, hey, I'm Elizabeth. Anyways, take the rule. Well, we have bloopers, right? This would be one of them. Okay, so you know the rules of tarot. Take what resonates and you leave what does not. Flip it, switch it, stick it, but we don't force anything to fit in any kind of way. Yeah, I ain't cutting that crap out. It is what it is. Oh, man, come on. Okay, so this would be like a feminine that has really been has really gone through some kind of storm with the masculine energy. Could have really helped him in some way. Or them. Because, energies can be more general than not. It is a female to a male. Okay? There, I said it. But if this masculine doesn't step up soon, she's about to empower herself and, she's ascending. And as she ascends, she's learning that it doesn't matter what she wants. If whoever she's with, being you, whoever you're with, their soul can't evolve, then it can't go with you. It's just not going to work. And then I was pulled to a couple decks that I haven't been using here lately, but I'm very familiar with them. They're some of my favorite decks. And then I had heard this a couple weeks ago, and it came back in when the last leaf falls. So I don't know where you're at, but something about when the last leaf falls. Now, this could have been when the last leaf fell, if it's already fallen in your area. Something happened. Something unexpected. That's what I got. Something unexpected. And there seems to be like an energy of someone. Now, I was feeling a little bit of like energy that was swapping, like from their masculine into their feminine. So this could be the masculine stepping into the feminine, or this is the feminine stepping into the masculine. Whatever the role, whatever the case may be, seems like there's going to be some kind of perception change, because somebody here is realizing that there's two ways that you can see any situation. You can either see it negative, or you can see it positive. It's all about the one that's looking at the position, right? The situation. And so I feel like there's definitely been some kind of, the tables have turned here. Somebody seeing something differently. Now, whether this is just within you or the person you're dealing with, you know that for every negative memory, every negative thing that we hang on to every positive, do you know the ratio to that? At the bare minimum, statistically, it's 3-1. And at the greatest, it's 30-1. And what I'm feeling here, now what I'm feeling on the feminine side. So if you're a feminine in your masculine energy, I'm talking to you. If you're feminine in your feminine energy, I'm talking to you. Because I'm talking about the female in the situation. The female, unfortunately, because she'd weathered the storm with this individual, the negative ratio is quite a bit higher than the male in this situation. So the negative experiences that you experienced while in connection with this individual was way higher than their experience with you. And why is that? Let me tell you why that is. Because you're more healed than they are. That's why you're ascending and they're not. And I'm not saying that they're not trying to evolve and they're not trying to grow. I feel like you're kind of like just at your, like I said, at your wig's end. You're like, what do I do from here? How do I go from here? And this is kind of like the same, I mean, not the same, this is kind of like playing off the energy that I was picking up on yesterday. There's a tug of war that's going on. Okay? Back and forth, back and forth, back between you and this person. Are you experiencing pain in your left leg? Because I'm experiencing some. I don't have any pains. So, I feel like you're just trying to pick up the pieces and keep moving on. Because it looks like you're calling in some warriors, some survivors, loved ones, your soul tribe. You're calling them in, and they're coming your way, babes. They're coming your way. And then I seen a red bird. And to me, when I see a red bird, it means that somebody's coming, somebody's going to be showing up in your energy. And energy is going to be coming in that's unexpected. Now, this could be figuratively or this can be metaphorically. It really depends on you. And the red bird, the actual red bird, is the male. But what I was picking up, that it could be a feminine energy. So, it looks like somebody here is mastering their emotions. That's what I was getting. Mastering the emotions as to not become so defensive or aggressive when being pushed too far. And it seems to me like you're pulling it in yourself. You're in your situation, and you can do this by simply forgiving. You're making, it's like there was a judgment call that was being made. Somebody was making some kind of taking the high road, calling judgment on the situation, whatever the case may be. And I feel like you just kind of like realize that it's best just to just forgive and move on, because it wasn't going anywhere and you weren't going to get anywhere with this energy. And then I was picking up that there's an opportunity with someone that you've known since childhood. This is kind of an energy that's hard to get to know. But all in all, it's a good-hearted energy is what I was picking up on. It's quiet. It's dependable. It's loyal. Anyways. So as I was getting the cards out, getting ready, I was doing my little shuffle. And I was getting ready because I'm going to pull some archetypes to see what kind of archetypes you could be dealing with. And I was going to pull some other cards from the other decks, right? Well, it just so happened these two fell out on the table as I was shuffling. I said, well, as I picked them up out of the box, these two fell out, which is oops. Really good cards to be having. The Arbitrator. Okay. The Arbiter is the energy, is the archetype that comes in, sees that there's a dispute, and separates everything into their respective places and balances, and finds some kind of balance, finds some way to create the balance within the situation. And then I have Anima and Animus. So this is the masculine and the feminine. I kind of feel like there's a balancing that's taking place. So for the male in the situation, there's some kind of mother wound that seems to be that has them off balance, and the feminine and the female in the situation, there's a father wound, and it's bringing in some kind of balance. Like it's got them off balance. So the Arbiter is actually working on both parties, is what I'm getting right now. And then I'm getting Shadow Diver on the bottom of the deck. That's actually taking a deep dive and really getting to the bottom of things. Okay, there's that. Let's see what kind of shadow work needs to be done in the situation. Ooh, reclaiming your body. If past wounds have disconnected you from your body, it's time to come home to yourself. Somebody's disconnected. What else? Codependency patterns. You could have been picking up on codependency patterns. Evaluate where you rely on others for emotional stability. Reclaim your own power. So somebody in the situation was definitely... this definitely is going along. So if this resonates for you, I would check out that reading. What was the name of it? I'll pin it at the end of this, or pin it in the comments, or yeah, I'll pin it somewhere. You can find it. Okay, you can find it. You'll be able to find it. Healing takes time. Progress is not always linear. Trust that even setbacks are part of the process. Someone has made leaps and bounds in one direction, but in other areas they haven't. And I'm looking at the mountain, so I feel like the energy was supposed to, like, you have to go to the top of the mountain in order to get to the heart of the mountain. Pulling me to another deck of mine. And in order for you to actually heal what's going on inside you, you have to trudge uphill both ways, just like your grandparents used to tell you. You ever heard that story? No, I did too. Well, I did have to. There was a dip in the road that we traveled on going to the bus stop every day. It was a big old dip. And rain, sleet, or snow, it didn't matter. It's a true story. Just thought I'd say that. But, you know, whoever this is like, they've kind of plateaued. They went up, they were ascending, they were doing good, and then they just kind of plateaued and just kind of like, now they're going back down for some reason. Turning pain into purpose. Is that what you're doing? Yeah, turning pain into purpose. Yeah. Your struggles can become the foundation for your greatest strength. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we're definitely your person. Whoever your person is either that or you're in the middle of a dark night of the soul. I don't feel like you are, because you're already turning your pain into purpose. I'm getting an energy of like back and forth, wound for wound. Whose wound is bigger? I don't know why, but anyways. Now, for those of you that like Hecate, she's on deck now, and she's got a message. You've had your fair share. I'm getting, she's like, you've had, the energy's like you've had your fair share of karmic cycles, repeated cycles. And you've seen enough, and that's where we're seeing those patterns. You've seen those patterns. Well, whoever you were dealing with, you were starting to witnessing a lot of ongoing patterns, it looks like to me. Well, you're picking up signs of synchronicities, wasn't you? That's what you're saying right here. Picking up signs of synchronicities. You already had your hounds out looking for it. And you kind of disregarded them. Kind of ignored them a little bit. But they kind of, I mean... It's like instinct. You know, I'm seeing like the nose. So, like, it's like your instinct, the primal instinct within you, with who you are, because you've had so many of these kind of relationships with individuals that you've just gotten to the point where it starts happening on a repetitive cycle continuously through. You're like, I'm out. I'm not doing this. Been there, done that. You know what I mean? It's like won the t-shirt, wrote the t-shirt, made the t-shirt. Whole 9 yards. Yeah, sovereignty. I don't blame you. I would have too. Reclaiming your power, reclaimed yourself, because you were losing parts of yourself in it. You were very loving, very nurturing. You gave a lot to this. You were loyal to this. So you had to you had no choice. Once you seen it, it's like once you seen it, you couldn't unsee it. And I feel like you probably tried. You probably tried to unsee what you were seeing. And the more and more you tried, the more and more destructive it became. You worked too damn hard on yourself to fall back into these repeated cycles. And you weren't about to. So now you're just trying to find a place of peace within the self so that you can break free from feeling the pain of this. Okay. Defeat. You feel defeated. But don't feel defeated, sweetheart. Don't feel defeated. You're not defeated. In all reality, you defeated it. You defeated something else, a part of the self that needed to. And I feel like we're needing to actually pay attention to that. Pay attention to the lessons. Maybe they didn't give you the kind of lessons that you're thinking, like learning something new. I feel like in this case, what you saw was repeated patterns, things that you'd already witnessed, things that you had already gone through. And it was showing you, that relationship was showing you just how far you had really come and just how many layers of the self. Because this is a worldly being. This is a God that's standing here and is devouring, is slaying the human, so to speak. So I feel like you have devoured a part of yourself that was attached to a human concept, a man-made concept, some kind of belief system even. Dreams, no beginning. Ooh, somebody's coming to you. Oh, really? So you've been having some good dreams, yeah? Yep. You've been dreaming. That's the reason why it showed up. Because I was like, this is like going from one extreme to the other. Why are we doing this? I mean, why? What is the purpose of that? And apparently, we're struggling to see just how far we've actually come, and that's hindering or preventing this new beginning from taking place. Strength. Ooh-wee. You're gonna have to step up, babe. Empower yourself. Get right. We're trying to get right. We're trying to stay grounded. Trying to keep those emotions in check. Keep that mental mind in check. Push out all those energies that are coming at you, speaking and running their mouths and blah, 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 blah. I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to come up and have their 2 cents and say what they want to say about your relationship. And you know what you tell them? I'll tell you what you tell them. You tell them, to walk on. Just kidding. I mean, I would tell them that. That was me. I like that when people get into my business, though. But I'm one of those assholes that'll look at you and say, did I tell you? Well, then it ain't none of your damn business. Oh. You want to talk about piss people off? Yeah. Good news. Does it bother me? No. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, so I feel like that was that portion of the reading, but I want to check in with this new person. That just seemed like it was way more entertaining anyway. Oh, wait. Okay, so now they're pulling me to... Okay, we ain't quite ready for that. They're not done. There's more. Okay. So, God's got something to say here. It's a feminine God. It's coming in on this side. Madness. It's just madness. Are you worried about succumbing to the madness? I mean, because look at that. That's an ocean full of souls just floating around. Lost, wandering souls. You worried about it? Desire. Oh. Are you driving yourself crazy? Somebody's like, it's complete madness. Like, somebody's like really frustrated here. Like, really frustrated. Like, I really, really, really wanted this. This could be you. This could be that person. Your person. But I'm seeing an energy of like somebody just succumbing to their own inner madness within their emotions. Like, and is giving it up. Just like, even though their heart, it's really what their heart's desire, but they allowed dark energies. They allowed things into that desire. And well, it created quite a mess. Yes, quite a mess. Eight of Torches. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. You hauled ass, didn't you? You got in your car and hauled ass. Nah, something's about to change. Something's about to come in. I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Torches with the Nine of Torches. Let's see what this Queen of Pentacles is about. This Queen of Pentacles is about some kind of connection here. She's all up on it. One that she wants. Something grounded. She's like, I know what I want and I'm going after it. Look, 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 look. She's going after it. She's believing in herself. How diggity dog. That's awesome. Let's see about this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Oh, it's sitting around asking questions. This Queen of Wands is wanting to understand why does this keep happening? Why? Why can't I get past this? It looks like they're going to come across some kind of information here from a King of Books, or Knight of Books here. Oh, well, that's good. They're going to take some kind of action to do something about it. Because the contamination, they're contaminating their own shit. Because they don't believe in themselves. So this Queen of Pentacles is one energy. The Queen of Wands is another energy. And let's see what the Nine of Torches is. Nine of Torches, please. Ace of Pentacles. Well, I do say, so if you block this person, expect some kind of opportunity to be presented to you. Might come as a little bit of, hey, let's grab a bite, or let's go for a drink, or they're going to want to apologize, okay? Now, if you have this person blocked, and you're like, I don't want that, get somewhere, get away, okay? Then for you, my lovely, looks like you have an opportunity that's coming in, that somebody wants to get to know you. And that's what I was picking up on. Somebody wants to get to know you. It's going to start out small. Now, let me go back to doing the... You should have seen how the cards split. That's why I read it like that. But I just go with the flow, man. Just go with the flow. It is what it is. Sounds smart. Oop. I caught it. Guilt and truth. Somebody staring in the mirror. They ain't like what they're seeing. That's why. Eight of Swords. They all up in their head. They can't understand why things are constantly happen the same way over and over and over again. Remember, we were seeing the sins of the ancestors just a minute ago. So this is something that was handed down from generation to generation. And there's some kind of truth in understanding why you had to walk away. Is that it? Yeah. Eight of Torches. They pulled me right back to that. Why you had to make some kind of change here. So you made a beeline for this person, and then you're like doing a U-turn away from. Because what was being mirrored to you was only putting you in your head. It was only causing you. Because, what was being mirrored was the fact that this person was stuck. And you saw that they were stuck? Yeah, totally. Look at that, 9 of Books. Because they couldn't believe in themselves. If they couldn't believe in themselves, honey, they can't believe in you. They can't believe in the connection. It doesn't matter what you do. If you don't have belief in yourself and faith and love in yourself, then how in the Sam Elliott Do you expect anybody else to do that for you? You can't expect somebody else to do that for you, and you can't do that for nobody else. You just can't. I know. It's hard. It is to accept that. 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Someone doesn't value. Someone has fear. The void. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Somebody's definitely going through the dark night of the soul. They're kind of like wandering. They're getting like sucked into the abyss here because they are caught up. Because they are actually, oh, they are looking, oh. Okay, so if you got in your car and you hauled ass away from this person, you reflected back to them some kind of truth here that they were guilty of some kind of, and they're guilt-stricken. They're completely caught up in their head. And they are all kinds of shame blaming. That's what I'm hearing. Shame blaming. What is that? Blame shaming. I mean, they're trying to shift their shame off the shame, the guilt of their own embarrassment of themselves because they had someone of value. And they let their own filth, their own madness, their own crap mess up what they truly wanted. And that what they truly wanted to get the hell away from them. That's sad. That's sad. Breaks my heart. Somebody's trying to run from their own fears here. So they would definitely be avoiding type energy. Not wanting to own up to their shit. And it's definitely going to run from you if you try to pin them back in a corner. So they were definitely, yeah. They're going to put this, they're going to put this under the sun. Or under the sun. You're going to put this under the sun. They're going to put this under the moon. And act like signs in the reverse. Why you didn't buy their shit? 3 of books. Nope. You didn't buy it for a second. There you go. Signs in the reverse. So what they were trying to do, okay, what they concocted, they wouldn't even take. They wasn't even believing in their own truth. They wasn't even believing in themselves. So the shit that they were trying to feed you, trying to make you believe, you said, oh, no. You ain't messing me up with all that. The crap that they were saying. They were saying some jacked up crap, huh? Well, it didn't work. Their little plan, it backfired. Shame and decay. Uh-oh. That's dirty, man. I just love my guides. I don't know if that's my guides, your guides, who guides, everybody's guides. But I'm going to tell you right now, the next person this person walks with is going to be, well, nothing like you, sweetheart. Nothing like you. 10 of Pentacles. Well, maybe they'll be able to build a solid foundation with it. You know, we want to give them, yeah. I mean, it'll be beneficial for them. Yeah, that's good. Right? We don't want to wish any ill will. But, hey, babe. You watching? You might. That's a double bagger, baby. Sorry, not sorry. Just saying. I'm not trying to be ugly towards anybody. Okay? Not at all. But when they're like sitting next to the you collective, when you set their new person next to you, well, can clearly see why this person's pissed off, because their soul is fully aware what they freaking signed on for. Oh yeah, they're contaminated by their own shit. 5 of Pentacles. Or 5 of Beakers. They burned them freaking selves and they did themselves dirty. Yeah. All they had to do, they had the key that unlocked the door at any time. The only thing they had to do was bring love back to the situation, and they couldn't even do that. And you're going to be over here sitting pretty, living a good life. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. by yourself. You built the Ten of Pentacles on your own time. So you're going to use your own energy. Good for you. Good for you. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. This person's going to be over there trying to, it's giving the energy of trying to match you, trying to catch up, you know, trying to achieve what you achieved, but they don't want to do the research, you know what I mean? They don't want to educate themselves. So this person's going to be running around with beakers and trying to mix this and mix this and mix this and hope for the best, and then it's going to break and burn, and you know, it's, yeah. Some people will never learn. I feel like they had a walking, talking encyclopedia on how to heal themselves by looking at you. All they had to do was treat you right. Some people. Yeah, all they had to do was ask the right questions and treat you right. But they didn't. Instead, they made you pack it up and move on. Because they were too damn toxic. They'd rather push the weight of their toxic crap off onto you. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't think so. You get somewhere with that shit. Go and get. That's what I'm saying. The Knight of Torches. What is this? Master planner, huh? Ooh. Very strapping, young lad, I do say. Oh. Look at. So when it's in the uprights, we are definitely running away from our own filth, okay? Looks like somebody here, well, they ain't. I feel like all they had to do was ask you to be that guiding light. And I feel like that's why you were there. You were there to show them the way, to help them so they didn't get burned by their own shit. And instead, violence, sin of their own ancestors. There you go. So they could have been being, violence. So, so I'm picking up an energy of somebody that was worried that it was going to escalate. This person had bad temper. Nasty little temper, didn't they? That could have been some kind of wound. They could have told you some. Oh, they told you some shit too, huh? Kind of really made you worry. I don't blame you. Shit, I've been worried too. We got the King of Torches here. I see you staying in your lane, going right to a connection. They could be walking away from the mental mind within themselves, learning for themselves finally. Yeah? Maybe. Nope. Things are erupting. It's erupting violently within this person, and they can't handle it. They cannot handle it. It is too much. It is too much. Well, they're about to discover some kind of experience here. They're about to discover something here. That they had the map in front of them the whole time. The map was you. Other people's kids, you know? It's just other people's kids. You can't make them all mine. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the damn thing drink it. I promise you. I broke and trained horses for 15 years. No. You cannot force that horse to drink that water if it don't want it. Unless you stick a tube down its throat and then you gotta worry about the esophagus and da-da-da. Well, you know what I mean. Just saying. There's that King of Wands again. What about that King of Wands? They want to talk about that King of Wands. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Oh. So the King of Wands is you. You're stepped back into your masculine. This freaking a-hole put you... You're like, I ain't worried about it. I can get right back in my feminine energy just as quickly as I got into my masculine energy. Don't worry about it. Okay, good. That's why you're feeling confident. Things are looking up. Oh yeah, Page of Swords. Who? They're watching you? Are you serious right now? Yeah, they're watching you. They're definitely watching you. Okay, well, watch away, you know? I mean, what do we care? They learning. They learning. What they were worried about, their fears, their anxiety, their worry, yeah. Was because they didn't want to accept the love that you had to offer. You were the Queen of Cups. You were too damn compassionate. In their eyes. I'm not saying you were. I'm thinking you was right on up in there doing real good. But whoever this was, they's like, they're watching you and they worry. Oh. So if somebody's watching this reading and it's somebody, oh, honey. You damn right I'm open to receiving. You gotta be out your mind if you think I ain't. Come on. Wow. Yeah, I gotta stalk her looks. Watch away, sweetheart. Watch away. Let me know what you learn. Because you better learn a thing or two. Oh, man. High Priestess. Oh, yeah. Looky there. They're very intuitive. Very, very, very intuitive. Has a lot of information, yeah? Knows a lot. And what she don't know, she can feel. She can feel your anxiety. I feel your anxiety. Get on out of here. If you ain't here to learn, you don't got no business here no way, okay? Sorry there, collective. I mean, we had a little bit of a Please. They think that there's a possibility you kept a secret. You were wanting to be in something else with someone else. They so freaking worried. Instead of healing themselves and working on themselves, they're more worried about the fact that you might get tangled up with somebody else. Oh, you might be splitting the sheets with somebody else. And they's kind of worried. They in the feelings about it. Well, boo-hoo freaking wham, cry me a god dang river. Really? Somebody got pissed off. No, I did not say God dang. I said God dang. Clean out your ears. Yeah, clean out your ears. I'm not saying that. I mean, I say it all the time. If I want to tell you the truth, I tell you the truth. I say it all the time. But that's because in my world, it don't mean the same as it does in yours. But I'm trying to be respectful and not, so I try to so whatever. Not of cups. What? Yeah. So they believe that you kept it a secret from them. Oh, man. Well, they didn't see your value. They wanted to control you. Please. They want to offer, for somebody out there, they want to offer something, but maybe they don't have the money. They value you now, and they're worried that some emperor's going to come along and take you off. Well, duh. What'd you think was going to happen? What is wrong with people? It's beside me. Karmic. They was a karmic. This person's trying to control what goes on in your world by sending you negative things, by infiltrating you if you're on any kind of social media, whatever the case may be. You can't do that. Good luck with that, sweetheart. Death. Well, that's over. The bad luck that was controlling how things were going in one's life, well, that's over. The moment it was over with you was the moment all that came to an end. Now it's about the universe just catching up because yo, beautiful self, the collective is ascending, going higher. The universe has got to catch up now. All they had to do was walk away from you. And in the meantime, they're doing the healing. They're healing themselves. This came out in Libra reading. So if you have any Libra placements or dealing with the Libra, maybe you want to check out their reading as well. Hermit. Gone into hermit mode. Well, you fixing to bring that to an end, aren't you, collective? Yep. You fixing to make a grand old entry. You fixing to put yourself out there in ways that you ain't quite done before. Yep. You fixing to really attract some kind of attention here. And you're being intuitively led to do so. Oh, because you're trying to call something in, and honey, if you don't get your butt up off the couch and you don't get out, then you damn sure can't meet nobody. And whoever you're supposed to be running into, this new beginning with this new person, well, you can't meet them sitting on the couch. You just can't. I speak of the truth, Queen of Swords. Don't block yourself. Don't block yourself. Look at that. 9 of Cups. It's a wish come true. We all like wishes. We all love it when they come true. You're over here being accomplished, doing things. You're doing things the right way. Life's looking good on you. You're looking beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, collective. You are looking beautiful. Don't let nobody tell you no different. We have a King of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and not a Swords. Wow. Somebody's living with regret. I mean, somebody's regretting not taking some kind of action towards you. Why am I seeing that now? Is this somebody you know in the past? Yep. They brought something into balance. So, someone in your past, I don't feel like you've ever dated this person or been in any kind of romantic partnership with this person. It doesn't feel like that. Could be a Libra. Seen Aries. Seen Scorpio. Seen a lot of them. Seen Virgo. Okay. 10 of Swords in the reverse. It came out in the reverse. Whoa. Yeah, this is not someone that has ever wounded your heart any. They've never betrayed you. They've never shit on you. They've never done you dirty. But they gonna stand up. This is somebody that's like, but just because I ain't done it doesn't mean I can't correct what's been done. Damn. This is somebody that's like, they see you. They understand you on a total different level. And they understand that you're guarded and they ain't messed up about it. They're like, it's not even like, it's worth it to them. It's worth it to them to help you heal where you're guarded. Collective, where you're guarded. The next one that's coming in, oh my word. They could have had a thing for you when you were kids. I mean, I don't know why. The Star with the 6 of Cups. They could have had a thing for you. They could have had a dream about you when they were younger. At some point, they could have had some kind of dream. That's what I'm getting. Huh? That's cool. Queen of Pentacles. They're going to help support you. This is like, oh my word. I don't want to get you on the endless loop. On one of those loops where you're waiting for something that's never going to come in. I'm not trying to blow smoke up your skirt there, sweetheart. What I'm telling you is if you're operating from a higher frequency and you're ascending and you know you are and you can feel something coming in, then, sweetheart, it's coming in. It's coming in. That's all I can tell you. Well, that is my reading for you guys today. Check out some of the zodiac signs. I did those. I did a couple of those. I'll be putting out some more later on this week. As the week progresses, we'll be seeing more. I generally always put out a collective reading every day. And if I don't, well, then I guess I just don't that day. And I appreciate you for all your hard work. Every day, every way that you show up for yourself and for others around you and for those that you love. I appreciate you. The world needs more people like you. They do. The entire world could do so much better if there was more people like you. And until we meet again, sweetheart.